you can be way more than you can imagine. Good morning and welcome. Today's message is powerful. It's about one truth that has transformed countless lives. You can be way more than you can imagine. Yes, in every area of your life. Health, mindset, career, relationships, confidence. You can become much more than what you currently believe is possible. But how? Let's explore. Belief begins with exposure. Your belief system is shaped by what you see, what you hear, and who you surround yourself with. If you're surrounded by mediocrity, by average thoughts, by people who never strive, your mind adapts to that standard. You stop asking big questions. You stop imagining something greater. When you watch people breaking barriers, when you read stories of impossible feats, when you listen to powerful voices, your belief starts shifting. Your mind begins to think, maybe I can too. And that one thought can change your life. Examples create expansion. If you ask the average person, do you believe you can become something extraordinary? Most will hesitate. Most will say no. Why? Not because they are incapable, but because their conditioning has limited their imagination. They haven't seen enough examples of greatness. They haven't been taught to believe. They haven't trained their minds to expand. But when you change your environment, when you fill your world with examples of excellence, books that inspire, and people who stretch the limits, you begin to build belief, little by little, and that belief grows. Belief compounds through action. Belief doesn't grow on its own. It grows through results. When you take a small action that once felt impossible, your mind expands. You feel it. One small step forward proves that more is possible. Then another, and one day you look back and you've crossed a mountain you once thought was a wall. It started with belief. It grew through action, and now it's real. You become what you surround yourself with. If you want to believe you can be more, surround yourself with greatness. That includes books that teach excellence, videos that showcase what's possible, podcasts that lift your thinking, people who live with purpose. Feed your mind what it needs to believe. When you do that, your confidence rises. Your imagination strengthens. Your decisions become bolder, and you begin to act in alignment with the person you are becoming. Build systems, not just emotions. Here's a powerful truth. You don't need motivation every day. What you need are systems. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't need to feel motivated to do it. You just do it. It's automatic. Now imagine if working out was like that. If reading, learning, eating well all became automatic. Systems create consistency, and consistency creates greatness. When you separate emotions from habits and let your systems guide your actions, you win. You grow. You thrive. Your inner world creates your outer world. If your inner world is small, your actions will be small. If your thoughts are weak, your life will reflect that. But if your inner world is strong, if your thoughts are bold, if your vision is grand, then your outer life begins to change. Your actions become stronger. Your confidence becomes unshakable. And your results? They begin to reflect the greatness you've nurtured within. Great achievers never fully knew how far they'd go. When we listen to interviews with high achievers, they often say, "I never imagined I'd come this far." That's the magic. They didn't wait for full belief. They just began. They built systems. They committed to small daily steps. They surrounded themselves with greatness. They became something even their past selves couldn't have imagined. You are not limited. You are not stuck. You are not defined by your past, your environment, or even your current thinking. You are limitless, but only if you choose to expand your vision. Only if you choose to surround yourself with the right people and the right influences. You can be way more than you think. You can rise beyond your current self. You can build a life that shocks even you. But it all starts with belief. And that belief begins with what you choose to feed your mind. Final thought. Your potential is massive. Your mind is powerful. And your future is unwritten. So fill your world with greatness. Feed your imagination. Build systems that serve your highest self. And watch what happens when belief turns into bold action.